So I wanted to talk about a policy I've seen in schools for a while now, which is the no cell phone policy during class, sometimes even during school hours, as if that's even expected to be carried out and followed by students. By that I mean people can officially have that rule, but even then, you're still going to have students who will disobey it, which is what I've seen just in being in school. Even though most haven't, most that I've been to don't. They have it limited to class because they know second you get out, you're going to text, you're going to call, you're going to do other things of that nature. Now, I have 6 classes, 6 classes. I'm not good in Spanish at all, but I have 6 teachers as well, one teacher for each class, and out of the 6 of them, only 2, maybe 3 are actually following of a cell phone policy. Let me put this in terms that one might understand. 2 of my teachers, for example, they could see you using your phone. They wouldn't take it. They might say, "Hey, throw that away just so you can focus on this," because they're trying to teach something, which I understand. But if you pull it out and you quickly text somebody, they'll just say whatever. It doesn't matter. Um, and I also have another teacher who he will sometimes see students using the phones and won't react to it. He also has that same kind of mentality. The other 3, on the other hand, well, 2 of them will take it and they'll give it right back to you. Just to kind of roll their eyes and continue with class. It's not really a big deal. I have one who yesterday, so let me give you the context. It's literally the last 5 minutes of class. That's important for 2 reasons. One is that we were conditioned to pack our things, and literally all we did in this time that I decided to use the phone was sit there and stare at each other. That was all we could do, or talk to each other, which some of us are either this is random seating, so you're most likely not going to want to just randomly speak to the people around you. But again, it is what it is. So with no work to do and really nothing else to appease my time, I continued having a correspondence on my phone. Now, as a result of this, the teacher I had decided to take the phone from me, and the look on her face, the absolute belligerent, frustrated appearance she had was one of just complete insanity. The woman looked at me as if I offended her using my cell phone. Now, and again, the context is there's no work. There is nothing. Then she kept on saying, "I don't care if it's last few minutes of class." Looked at me that way. This disgusted appearance, and just kept swearing that she didn't care it was the last few minutes of class. And in seeing her anger and how it even made me angry because she actually tried to insult my intelligence by saying, and it wasn't very smart to use it in front of me anyway, because I sit in front of her desk or something to that effect, and I had the phone on the table. But I really had to pull myself back from. I wouldn't have started screaming or hollering. I was first of all, school class has literally nothing else to do at this point. We've already given back the assignment. We're literally sitting here with nothing to do. So it's not impeding any work. That's the whole point of the phone policy. So you don't have your work impeded, you don't have your attention distracted. There is literally nothing to pay attention to. There literally was nothing to pay attention to. Let me correct myself. And that's the reason you have that policy. That's the reason anyone even gets mad about someone having their phone out, because they think they might not pay attention. And oftentimes they're correct. People don't pay attention when they have their phone out. So what I don't understand is, yes, it's on the rubric that you gave almost a year ago that says, yes, you can't use the phone, but there's nothing else to do, and the work has already been done for the day. So I didn't see the problem. Then this is where it kind of, because I had to wait after class, which it's just the idea. You had it taken for a whole 4 minutes. It was must have been 2 or 3 minutes before the bell rang, I swear. And it just still is kind of amusing to me. She pulled out a paper that had several names written on it, which was had the date on it. Again, this, if you're watching this next year, the year after that, this is May. This yesterday. Today's May 4th. I'm pretty sure. Yes, yesterday was May 3rd, Tuesday, and I get out early June. Not even June 15th, somewhere before that. I don't know the day off the top of my head. So, with that in mind, the list of people she has the name of with the phone has an accompanying date. And those dates went back from April, that was the earliest one before I saw mine, to January on that paper. And all I could think to myself was, you're really having me to write my name on this paper with less than a month of school. Now, also, I'll clarify it with this. Because there's a month of school, that does not mean you can break policy. I'll admit that. But that is done with the intent. She said it was a warning, and the next time I did it, she would. And I keep remembering little snippets of what she said. Another thing she said, what she was in her little ranting and raving, was that if you say one more thing to me, I'll take it for a week. And I just thought to myself, the school has a policy actually in place where if you get caught with it 5 times, which I've only been caught with it once out of this whole school year, then they can take it for the rest of the school year. But other than that, there's no right on her part to take it for such an extensive period of time. This is the same teacher who, when I was dismissed to leave early and she was out of the room, remember this is at the discretion of another administrator, she threatened to give me detention without even surveying the situation, just thought I was randomly out of my seat with my backpack on. You know, just the insanity of this instructor. But you know, this goes back to a complete lack of understanding of the phone policy, and by someone who's supposed to be enforcing it. But it's even scarier when you think about the fact that this woman does not understand that the phone policy is in place to stop people from not paying attention to the material of the class, the work of the class, basic instruction. It's designed to help a student learn. And us sitting around and staring at each other for, I don't care if it was 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, that's not helping anybody. Now, you know, one might see this as me just trying to defend something or make myself look as if I'm the victim. Maybe it is. Maybe it is me just annoyed by the whole thing. But I just can't. Like, someone has to agree with me that was ridiculous. Somebody. That's just, it's insane. And it's got to be the most disgusting thing I've seen an instructor try to do. Take someone's device for, I don't even think it was 4 minutes. Scream at them as if they've offended you to some unholy level, and then make them out, have them write their name on this thing when you know, based on their record for all the school year before, they're probably not even going to do it again. Why are you cataloging people's names anyway? She is that obsessive about these phones, and it belittles me, it befuddles me, because I've had at roughly 20 teachers in being to these different high schools. None of them have cared enough to do that. None of them have cataloged anything. None of them have done anything relating to phone policy besides take them away for the minute or for the moment or for the period and give it back to you at the end of it. That is it. I mean, that is insane. This is the worst instructor I really believe I've had since in a long time. Let's put it that way. She's definitely at the bottom of the barrel. That's the way to characterize her. So thank you for watching and have a good day.